between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Oilers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Maybe in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Hall again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect. Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
And it's taken in at the 9. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That caught by Trimble. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Panthers are going to get a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not...
And oh, he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Box it.
To throw is Rodgers. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Aaron Jones,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Oilers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Panthers take over 1st down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Final shot before half for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And they'll send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, 39 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Tremble
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Jones is in for a touchdown.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Olave over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. That caught by Trimble. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give running right is Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rodgers to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Breece Hall,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And that flag accepted.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Wants to try to end the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.